king in yellow is dead. But the nightmare has only just begun. The veil between our world and the dark beyond is thinning. Whispers echo from the shadows, secrets that no human should know. Yet the cults have heard them. Their rituals grow bolder, their chants louder. They prepare for a summoning far more dangerous than anything we've seen before. You are the last line of defense, an investigator, an unlikely hero, standing in the face of overwhelming madness. Armed with only your wits, your courage, and a handful of bullets, you must journey into the unknown. Ancient books reveal terrible truths. Strange symbols lead to hidden lairs. Every corner hides a threat, and every shadow conceals a secret. But the greatest danger is the fear that creeps into your own mind. Can you withstand the terror that claws at the edge of your sanity? Will you stop the cultists before the elder gods rise to swallow us all? The path ahead is shrouded in darkness, but you must press on. The fate of the world rests in your hands. Fear the unknown. Face the madness. Death may die.
Hey everybody, it's Doug here, back for episode 2 of Cthulhu Death May Die. We're playing season 3, episode 1, and the name of that episode is in the show notes and everything, but it's called Top of the Morning. And what we're trying to do is we have this spirit of a witch that has returned because of the ritual being cast to summon Tsathoggua, and we have to convince the jurors to come together and declare her innocent so she can rest, and that will disrupt the ritual that the cultists are doing to try and summon Tsathoggua to the world and destroy it. Yeah. So that's the scenario. Now we're playing with Peters, Sally, and Agatha. If you watched the first episode, you'll know that. If you haven't watched the first episode, I highly recommend you go watch that because I talk about the setup of this particular scenario. In this episode, we're just going to get right into it. I don't see any reason why I need to preamble on too much. I think we know what we have to do. We're going to get it done. It's a lot of fun. There's so many cool things in this game. You just can't beat it. But anyway, let's get to it and get started with our next set of turns. I might try to get 2 turns in. I'm not sure. And oh, by the way, if you watched the intro, I don't know if you know this or maybe you don't. Maybe do. Maybe don't. Maybe don't care. I had taken some filmmaking courses and also got a certification in AI filmmaking from the Curious Refuge because that's really kind of the future of where that's at. And AI tools are amazing if you use them ethically and honestly. So I'm telling you up front that I did use. I used. You can tell. if you watch it. I did use AI to make that. I'm doing a lot of things with artificial intelligence and video. I do have another channel called The Greatness Forge. I haven't really been hyping it up that much. I mention it every once in a while, where I'm doing AI filmmaking and have a whole AI film series called The Station. I won't preamble on that too much. If you're interested in it, go check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff there, and you can see my progress in how I'm using AI to enhance the experience of filmmaking and demonstrate that the barrier to entry has gotten a lot lower for those of us that want to be creative but can't afford to hire a bunch of actors and do a whole bunch of things to make movies or even intros like games. I used to use a lot of stock video, but now with the introduction of AI, I can do like actual videos of the things I intend instead of trying to find something that closely fits. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get to it. We're going to get started with our next turns now. Well, we got to figure out who we want to go first in this round. I do think it might be Agatha because we have a cultist here and a monster here, and she can just come in and start mowing them down. She's got a very cool ability now. She's got a guy named Adam with her. He's the second husband. Don't know what that means yet, but he's the second one. It says jurors cannot leave your space unless you allow it. So if I can get and kind of plant her in the town square and get the jurors there, they can't leave. I don't know if I want to plant her in the town square. We do have to move around and gather the jurors, but the other 2 characters can do that. And Sally has the ability to follow people around, so she can follow Peters around. They can try and get that done while Agatha defends the space that she's in. Maybe. We're going to try that and see if that works. But we're going to go first with her. Now, she's got 3 actions. Her first action is going to be to attack. And because she's attacking at range with her marksmanship, she's using her Tommy gun. She is going to shoot this guy from a distance. Let's see if she can kill him. She did. She got 3 hits, and then she also has her ability Killer Instinct. It says once per turn when you're attacking, you may take 1 stress to deal 1 additional damage. We don't need to do that. By the way, she's super stressed out. So now that he's dead, that's action number 1. I wanted to see if I could kill him in 1 shot because the next 2 rounds I think she's just going to rest. Well, maybe 1 round. I don't know. But she does have this too. When you run, you can move 2 additional spaces. So maybe she's the one who should be running around. But she's got that. I could trade Adam to Peters and he can hold that space maybe. I don't know. Anyway, she's also megalomaniac. So she wants to be better than everybody else anyway. And again, her megalomania says if there is no other investigator alive that has reached more insanity levels than her, then she gets to reduce her stress. But otherwise, she takes 2 stress. Okay, so what did we roll there? We rolled a 1 insanity, so she's got 1 more. And we did kill him, but she's going to take a rest. Now, with Tsathoggua, we have these fatigue tokens. And we can, if we take a rest, normally you get to move 3 back, but because of this, I can sacrifice one of those 3 points to remove that and then go down 1, 2. I'm going to double check that, but I'm pretty dang sure that's the way that works. And it's right here, just for the sake of discussion. Once per rest action, the investigator may heal 1 less to discard 1 fatigue token. So that's what we did to get rid of her fatigue token and bring her stress down to normal. That was action number 2. Well, I mean, I guess her next action might as well be to move here and plant in that space and get ready to attack or defend against this the unnameable guy right there that's looking pretty grim. He's going to come at us at some point. We know that. Might as well have one of our good fighters there. Actually, you know what would be smarter is for her to go 1, 2 to back to here out of her 3 movement. She can maybe pick up that juror and bring it back. We can consolidate here, and she can take out this serpent man while she's at it with her gun. So that is going to be all 3 of her actions. So we're going to draw a Mythos card. Very likely that Tsathoggua is going to go this turn. We'll see in a moment. And he is. Ghastly Presence. Move the unnameable and each ghast 1 space towards you. Well, that was smart. So we got this one is going here. That is the unnameable. And then we're going to summon a ghast 2 at the blue gate. We'll do that in just a moment. And then we're going to go up top. Way up there you can see this ghast here is going to move into this crypt graveyard. He's coming along towards her as well. That puts her in a position to shoot at both of them. That was a good move. I'm glad I made that decision. I had a feeling they were going to end up doing that. And then we are going to summon... that's the only ghast on the board, so we're okay. Then we're going to summon a ghast here at the blue gate. Okay. Now, though, now the triggering of Tsathoggua does not happen yet. Now that all that's gone, she gets to either fight or investigate, or arrest. She doesn't have to fight because there's no monsters in her space to attack her or that can attack her. So she's going to investigate and gain another discovery. What does she get? Ghost of the first husband, William the Merchant Man, a smiling face and friendly word. Everyone liked him, even a witch. You may take 2. We're not going to take this hex stuff, so I'm going to have to take this. William, the first husband, you have 1 free gather juror action each turn. Wow, so she is becoming the juror gatherer, and maybe with that movement, she can gather them up and keep them with her. I think that's a really smart move. Anyway, that is the end of her full turn. Now we're going to go to the end of turn. I want to show you something real quick. Even if you're not playing with the unknown monsters, this board with the end of turn sequence is so helpful. I know it's obvious what you do, but sometimes you have to go back and look at the book. End of turn effects, we don't have any. Fire, and check the Mythos discard. Boom. The Elder one is going to go. We're going to shuffle this up again. I'm going to put, I like to spread these cards out when we get them out so we can shuffle them up really well. And then we're going to trigger Tsathoggua and see what Tsathoggua does. I also think the monsters do something when the Elder one advances. Yeah, the unknown monsters. My first time playing with the unknown monsters, so I got to get used to them. But they're pretty straightforward. Oh, I got to put these 2 back in there as well. And we're going to shuffle this up again. Okay, and then let's do what... Now, that's not, technically you should do that afterwards, but it's okay. What do we got to do? When Tsathoggua advances, by the way, we'll move him up. Boom, right there. That's not great. 3 turns. It was 4 turns, so that's not so bad, I guess. Choose an investigator to gain 1 fatigue token. Move the Amorphous Scoin 1 space towards you. Summon an Amorphous Scoin. Okay. There is no Morpheus scoring on the board, so we're going to summon one to the nearest gate. This is the Morpheus coin. It is going to be summoned at the nearest gate, which looks like to her. Let's go look at this on the board and back up a little bit. There we go. It looks like the blue gate, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can go to the blue gate or the orange gate. Let's go to the yellow gate, rather. Let's go to the yellow gate. Way the heck over there. We're going to go to the yellow gate way down there. That's probably a better move for that. Okay. And that's the only one on the board, and so it doesn't move. That's it. But then we also do these guys. Let's see. When the Elder One advances, the nearest Serpent Man moves 2 towards you. Each Serpent Man moves 1 space towards you. The nearest, so there's only one on the board. That's this guy here. So he's going to go 1, 2, and move into our space. It's okay. It's the end of the turn. He's not going to do anything. And then we summon 2 Serpent Men at the farthest gate. That is going to be the red gate. So we got 2 more Serpent Men. They're going to be summoned way up here. This really adds a lot of monsters. Now, if you flip that board over, you can only have 1 unknown monster, but I play this game a lot. I figured I'd just go for it. Okay, when the Elder One advances, the nearest Fisher from outside moves to your space. Summon 1 Fisher at the farthest gate. Okay, that kind of bites. So he moves down here. At least they're not going to attack because it's already past that part of the turn. But then we have another one that's going to appear up at that red gate. This red gate is quite active, and we have a juror up there that we got to get to. So that was not the best turn. Tsathoggua advanced. This is what happens. Okay, let's go. Next up we have Peters. Peters is going to take his first action to use one of the board actions. It's called, gather a juror. You may move a juror in your space up to 2 spaces away. So we're going to take this juror here. And let's just make sure the camera's on that right. Yes, it is. 1, 2 to there. So we're going to move the juror to the town square where he needs to be. Now, he might move out of there. We'll have to see. It's not that great to do that. But then we're going to go, we're going to take our next action to move. We're going to move into this space. And our third action is going to be, now, why did I move her? Because she has, when an investigator leaves your space, you may follow. That's her avid photographer. She's following Peters, taking pictures of all this craziness that's going on. So she was able to do that. And then for his last action, he's going to brawl the Unnameable. The Unnameable has 6 health. That's pretty bad. What does it do? It says, cannot be wounded while there is another monster or cultist in the same space. There's not, so we can wound it. And what are we going to do for a dice? Well, Peters has, of course, the 3 black dice. And he's got 1 more dice for brawling because he's going melee, hand to hand. When you kill an enemy or heal 1 stress, we're not going to kill. We may not kill this guy. We'll see. We have to do 6 wounds. We're not going to. Not likely. This is our only action. We do have lucky coins, so we get a free reroll. That's great. Let's see what we get here. Oh, look, that was a good. That's 3 hits. Boom. I probably should have rested before I did that. I didn't realize that he was hurt. Oh my, and then Unnameable does a lot of hits, can do a potentially ton of hits. I have some fatigue. I don't need to use fatigue right now. I did 3 hits and got into sanity. Boom, we'll do that. So 3 hits on the big bad guy. Let me get 3 hit token. 3 hits are going on this fellow here, and that is actually the end of his action. He's 1 away from triggering his insanity. That's good. And she's 2 away. I got to get Agatha up on the sanity thing so when her sanity triggers, she's in a better place. Okay, well that was it for his turn, so we're going to draw a Mythos card. Now he is going to get attacked. That's unfortunate, but let's see what the Mythos card does. Move the Unnameable and each ghast 1 space towards you. The Unnameable is already there. We have a ghast here. Look what's happening over here. Wow, that is crazy. And then we're going to summon a ghast on the blue gate. I'm not out of ghasts. Okay, we got another ghast here on the blue gate, and of course, this is going to get us one more turn closer rather to moving Tsathoggua again. Okay, now I have to defend against. We save some stress for this. We're going to have the Unnameable does 3 dice and another green die. That is quite a bit of potential damage. It's only 1 roll. We're likely to survive it unless something bad. 2 hits right now. I'd still be alive. I think we are going to take a stress to reroll one of these. No, of course not. I'm not going to take the stress. We're going to take the hits. So we are seriously hurt. I'm just telling you, we got to solve that. Luckily, Sally's there with him. Okay, that marks the end of his turn. He still has not gotten a discovery card. Neither has Sally. That sucks, because discovery cards are very, very valuable. All right, we are going to go on to Sally. Sally is in the space there, and so she's going to attack. Her first action will be to attack the Unnameable. She's kind of hurt too. She can't rest. Oh, man. Well, let's see. Well, if we can kill him, we can rest. So we've got 3 dice there. She's got Arcane Mastery. It's the best she's got. Not great. Not great. But we did get a hit, 2 more hits, 1 more hit, and we got him. I think she's going to, she can't spend it. She got 1 more fatigue left. She'll spend it to try and reroll this and get another hit. So I can only do it in the first. Bam! All right, we go up 1 on our sanity track. We got 3 hits. That is enough to kill the Unnameable. That is fantastic. He is now off the board. And for her second action, she's going to rest. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then for her third action, 1, 2, 3. She is fully healed. That's all her actions. I think that was worth doing. These guys aren't going to attack Agatha. She's going to get to go again before they do anything to her. So that's okay. I really want someone else to end up being able to get some stuff, right? I mean, only Agatha has been able to get stuff. So let's keep working on this. But being that that's the end of her turn, we're going to draw her Mythos card and see what she gets. Oh man, this is just not our day. I've only not drawn them. Remember, it's 50-50. Plus, I got the roaming monster. It's just crazy that we're drawing so many of these all the time. The investigator with the most evidence items. I don't have any evidence items. Oh, wait, I do. Both those companions, those ghosts counted as evidence, must take a hex condition side of one of them. If tied, they choose. Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. Okay, well, so Alice Kettler did something to us. We're going to have to take this hex condition. Whenever you gather a juror or convince a juror before resolving the test action, take 1 stress. I'm going to do this one because I like the one that locks the people into the space for a turn. That's really, really good. And I don't think we could have avoided this, but it is what it is. So now I have a hex condition as well. That kind of bites. But good news is Sally gets to draw a discovery card. Okay, it's hexed on this side. Vial of poison. A vial of sweet release for you or them. You may take 1 wound. She's perfectly healthy. She's going to do the claim to vial of poison, or we get hexed. Vial of poison. When attacking, you may discard this card before rolling to gain 2 dice. Yeah, she'll take a wound. She accidentally sipped some of the poison, and she will take the poison. Okay, that's better than a sharp stick in the eye. Okay, that is the end of her complete turn. She has no other things else to do. We're wrapping back around. We're going to go back with Agatha, I think. Peters can get in there and just slay those guys. Let's go with Peters first. No, that means Agatha's going last. That might be okay. I don't know. If she goes, because she doesn't have any, she's not great when she's in the same space. She does have the ability to sneak. She could pull the 2 ghasts in with her. This might be the way to go. Okay, so she has stealth, which means she can leave 1 enemy behind when she moves. I might take the Serpent Man and the ghast into this space here, and then try to kill them. And maybe I can shoot at this guy, and then leave the other 2 to kill him. But she's going to have to defend herself. Man. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. This isn't a good scenario. I was trying to get down there to get this guy. This is tough. I can only... So basically what stealth does, when you run, you may sneak once. 1 enemy doesn't follow you. That's only once when I run. So if I went here and then back here and then went that way, they'd all be following me. So that's no good. I think that this is the right move. We're going to pull into here. We're going to draw the ghast and the Serpent Man in with us. Help, help, help. She's screaming, help me, guys. She's getting overwhelmed. And then she's going to lay her Tommy gun into the Fisher guy. The guy that's out, he's outside. The Fisher guy from outside. So she's going to do that. That might also allow her to trigger her megalomania before something else happens this bad. So she moves into there. First thing she's going to do, she's going to shoot this guy for her second action. That gives her all these dice. 2 dice for her marksmanship, 2 green dice, and the 3 black dice. What does she get? Well, not much. She got 1, 2. That's not a... What's the Fisher guy got? He's got 3, so we're definitely going to do a re-roll. She doesn't have a... Wait. Once per turn, when attacking, you may take a stress to deal 1 additional wound. She's just going to take a stress and kill it. That'll give her all 3, but no sanity. So this guy's dead. And then for her next action, she's just going to attack the Ghast. I think the Ghast is the easiest one to kill. The Serpent Man's easier. He's got a 2. What's his ability? When it attacks, each insanity symbol counts as success. So we're going to kill the Serpent Man. He's more dangerous. Oh, and we easily killed him, but she did not gain any more sanity. That's bad, actually. We wanted that to happen. But the Serpent Man is gone, so he's dead. And that's good for her. That's 2 actions for... That was all 3 of her actions right there. That's going to end her turn. We're going to draw the Mythos card again. We're very likely to move a Tsathoggua again. This is just bad. And we are. God dang it. I am not getting... Look at this. Basically, I have drawn out of 7 turns total. I've drawn these 6 times. And it's 50-50 in the deck. Tireless Devotees. Each cultist moves... There's only 1 cultist on the board. 1 space towards you. Then you take 1 stress for each enemy in your space. There's 1 enemy, so we're going to take a stress. That's not so bad. And then we're going to summon a cultist with the red. So this, if you can see... Yeah, you can. This cultist moves 1 here. And then for each enemy, that includes monsters in our space, the Ghast counts. That means Agatha is going to take a stress. And it's just her. And then we're going to summon a cultist in the blue or the red. Man, way up here. This area up here is crazy. Got all these Serpent Men and everything. But they're all going to move because Tsathoggua was going to move. So that kind of sucks. And that's it. Now she has to defend against this Ghast right there. The Ghast is going to do, what, 2 green dice? That's not so bad. She can survive it. She can handle it. No hits. Nice. I'm just going to double check the Ghast special abilities. If attacked but not destroyed, the attacker takes 1 wound. Well, we didn't attack him, so we're okay. And that means that we did, in fact, take no damage from the Ghast. We're done. All right. That was Agatha's turn. That kind of sucks. Oh, no. We're not done yet. Now we got to go to the end of turn. Okay, end of turn effects none. Fire none. Here we go. We're going to move Tsathoggua again. He's moving way too fast. Man, I'm even trying to spread these out in the deck. I'm shuffling them in different places and then shuffling up the deck to try and spread these things out just a little bit. There's only half of them to do that. And I've drawn 6 out of 7 times. I've drawn 1. The odds are against me, which is normal. Which is normal. That's the way it usually works for me. Okay, we move Tsathoggua up 1 more. Yeah, we got 2 more, and he's here. 1 more, and then 1 more time, and he's here. So basically, 6 more turns at worst case scenario. Hopefully we do better than that. But we got to take care of all his stuff. So when Tsathoggua advances, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I think I needed to do this, right? Choose an investigator, take a fatigue. Okay. I guess we would have made that Peter's because he never reached his top fatigue level. So we're going to have to do this again. Choose an investigator to gain a fatigue. We're going to make it Sally. I've got to remember to do that little bit there. I got to the second part and forgot that, but it's fixed and didn't have any problems at all. Okay, choose an investigator to gain 1 fatigue token. Move each Amorpheus coin 1 space towards you. Okay, there's 1. And then summon 1 on the nearest gate. So boom, and then we're going to summon 1 on the nearest gate. That is absolutely the yellow gate now, so they're way the heck down there. That's it for Tsathoggua. Then Serpent Men. Now we killed the one that's near us. 2 spaces, so these 2 guys are going to go to this graveyard here and then summon 2 Serpent Men. Now remember, these are limited in quantity, so they're going to be summoned at the farthest gate, which is still the red gate from the players. And then the Fisher is going to go. When the Elder One advances, the nearest Fisher, we killed one before it even got to do anything with us, against us, moves outside 1 space towards you. So there we go. Boom. And then summon 1 at the furthest gate. We do have one to summon, so it's going to be up at the red gate. Man, there are monsters everywhere. This it really adds a layer of complexity and difficulty to the game. Not a bad thing, by the way. Okay, well, that's it. At least we got 3 more turns before that happens again. At least 3 more turns. Now we're going to move on to Peters. Peters goes next. He is going to kill the ghast first because he has to. He can't do much else until he does. He's got brawling, so he's going to get a green die. He has to kill it in one go or it's going to do a wound to him, and he'll be dead. We're not going to have that happen. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. The ghast is dead. It takes 3, and it is gone, and we're going to go up in insanity. Now that's bad because Agatha is way far away, so she's probably going to have this trigger in a bad way. If there are no other investigators alive that has reached more insanity than you, heal 2 stress, otherwise take 2. She's going to end up taking 2 stress from that trigger, so we got to remember that. Okay, anyway, he killed this guy, and then he triggers his compulsive accumulation. It says, when you reach a bump, put 1 wound token on this card before it's resolved. If you have less items, he has no items, and companions, then the number of tokens on this card take stress equal to this. He's going to take 1 stress. Otherwise, heal all your stress. Well, he's going to take a stress because we're going to put a wound token on that card now. And since he does, that's the first thing that happens. And since he doesn't have one, he's going to go up 1 stress. He has no items. He might get one this turn finally, maybe. Okay, and he's going to, what is he going to take? Obviously, I think, let's see, what is the second level? Let's take a look at his character. Okay, he's got, the second level of surgeon is instead of 1, heal the total, he killed a guy, he gets to heal. So boom, he healed 1, there. I gotta remember that when you kill an enemy, he killed the ghast, he healed 1. But his second level ability is when you heal the total health, instead of 1, heal the total health of the killed enemy in any combination. That is too powerful. While I love brawling, that is very, very powerful. We're going to do that. That is a must. Okay. And that was action 1, right? Okay, so action 2, he's going to rest. 1, 2, and then get rid of this instead of taking all 3. And then we'll rest again. 1, 2, 3, and he's back to some semblance of health, though we're not getting to our objectives at all. So we got to figure that out. We're too busy fighting off just about everything. Okay, then we're going to go with Sally. What is Sally going to do? Sally does have toughness. Here's what Sally's going to do. She's got arcane mastery too. She's not terrible. Anyway, it's Sally's turn. Let's go back to the board. Okay, Sally's right here. I think she's going to have to leave this space and do some things. We got to get... I know what I'm going to do. She's got... What's the Jade Amulet? Once per turn, as a free action, you may move 1 enemy 2 spaces away. Okay, here's what we're going to do. It doesn't say where that enemy is. You may move 1 enemy from your space. Okay. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move here. Okay, that's her first action. Her free action, 1, 2, we're going to move him back into this hallway. Okay. What did that do for us? Maybe nothing. Was that worth it? You know what? She's going to attack him once first. She just gets 3 black dice, but that's okay. She's going to... That guy... let's see what he does. Let's make sure he's not too disgusting. When attacked by an investigator with a fatigue token, she does not have a fatigue token. Oh, wait. Yes, she does. Reduce the wounds taken by 1. Okay, so she could still put 2 wounds on it. They only take 3. Let's do it. Second action. Okay, so she has arcane mastery, so she's got 2. That would be 1 wound on the guy. She'll take a stress and roll a... Wait, you know what? Yeah, she'll do that. Okay, boom, nothing. It's an insanity. That's okay. I think we'll leave it there. Okay, then for her, that's action 2, free action, 1, 2. And then her next action will be to rest. We're going to get rid of this fatigue token and then go 1, and that's it. No, we get 3 total, so 1, 2. She's perfectly healthy. I'm suspecting one of those guys is going to come in and attack her. Hopefully we get lucky and they don't. But we'll see in just a moment because that was the end of her actions. I'm hoping she gets an item. She needs one. We all need them. Okay. Unknown behavior. Move the nearest stat symbol monster 1 space towards you. That symbol is going to be the serpent men. Okay, so these two serpent men are going to move to here. It says the nearest. Move the nearest monster one space towards you, then draw another card. That will get discarded, and then we're going to draw... Hey! Oh, man. Move the nearest... That's them again. Okay, this is not great. That's these guys. Boom, they move there. So the serpent men have come into our space. And that is the right symbol, correct? Yes, it is. Okay. And then we get this. Tireless Devotees, which we've already drawn. And yet another one of those. We can't get lucky. Each cultist moves one space. Okay. Then you take a stress for each enemy in your space. Oh my god. No, there's no enemies in her space. That's fantastic. So this guy moves here. This guy moves here. We're not summoning a lot of cultists. That's in it, but we're going to summon one in the red zone. So we get another cultist up here. They're all coming from that cemetery way up north, right? It's interesting. Okay, and then that's it. Okay. So she does not have an enemy there. She gets to draw a card again. Yay, she's got the poison. Okay, she's got the ghost of the fourth husband. How many husbands does this lady have? Okay, honest John. Never spoke a lie in life or death. Okay, you never did, huh? So we take 2 stress. She can, because she's perfectly healed. You may take 2 stress to claim the husband. We're going to do that. And then it says, when you convince a juror, if you succeed each turn, you turn over each juror token in the space to its innocent side. Okay, that's good. We're getting up the stuff we need to be able to do this. All right, that marks the end of our turn and the end of the second full round. So that's going to be where we're going to end it for today. And that's it for now. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Cthulhu Death May Die. I'm probably going to lose this scenario. I've never played it before. And I always seem to lose the first time I play, and then I figure it out, and I go back and solve the puzzle and get the second time, sometimes third time. You know, these scenarios are not all that easy. And this one feels really hard. We haven't done much of anything to complete our objectives, mainly because we added these monsters in, and they keep coming at us, right? So, I got a juror way up north I got to get to, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monsters up there. So I think I got to take some chances, get these guys out of here, moving them this way. Otherwise, they're just going to keep coming. Somebody's got to move and get stuff done. It should be it should be Agatha, because she's got crazy movement, but her stealth isn't very high yet. If I can get her stealth up once, is when you run, you may sneak 3 times. That would be really powerful and useful in this scenario to get the jurors moving, right? So we'll see if we can do that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Let me know if you're enjoying this playthrough of Cthulhu Death May Die, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful weekend.